The Naomi 2 arcade system board was released in 2000 by Sega. Not only is it fully compatible to the Sega Naomi 1 hardware, but is also clearly more so powerful than its predecessor. Indeed, Naomi 2 games have plenty more polygons, render much faster, and incorporate advanced lighting and particle effects in the original Naomi 1 games. Games for the Naomi 2 were released in cartridge ROMs, GD-ROM, and satellite terminal variants. Among its notable and popular games, you will find Beach Spikers, Club Kart, King of the Route 66, Initial D Arcade Stage, Soul Surfer, Virtual Striker 3, Virtual Fighter 4, Wild Riders, and World Club Champion Football. Sega released the last game for the Naomi 2 in 2006, and shortly thereafter, the arcade system board was discontinued. In fact, the Naomi 2 became Sega's last proprietary arcade system board because from that time forward they were based upon console or PC hardware. Nearly 24 games were released for the Sega Naomi 2 arcade board. From that list, I'm happy to report that 12 games are running extremely well in Batocera 34 and above. The best part, you won't need a discrete graphics card to run these games. In this tutorial, I will show you how to set up and configure Naomi 2 arcade games for Batocera. Are you ready? Let's do it! Greetings everyone, and welcome to Batocera Nation, the #1 fan site and channel for Batocerans. Well, I gotta tell you that I was surprised to discover that Naomi 2 games were up and running in Batocera 34. Indeed, Naomi 2 got introduced without much fanfare, but a subscriber by the name of Daniel Martin or Martin alerted me to these games based upon a comment he posted a month ago. Sure enough, I tried these games and was stunned by how well they ran. What's more, Naomi 2 games run well on the number of boards that support Batocera. In fact, let's check that out. Alright, you can see there, I'm going to provide links to all these pages. So you can see here that Naomi 2 is highlighted there, and the emulator you need to use is Libretto Flycast. That's the one that's most compatible. You can see here that will work on most systems. Okay, there are some exceptions. And the main ones that are not going to work are RPi 1, RPi 2, RPi 0. And there's also a couple other ones which you will see on the screen. Okay, so again, you can see that most of the systems will be able to play Naomi 2 games. So let's go to the wiki page for Batocera, Naomi. You can see here that you need to store your games on Naomi 2 folder. And the format, it could be either zip or 7Z. You will be needing a BIOS file. And that can be found with BIOS files for Batocera 34. So if you have not downloaded those, you need to download those. And you can find the BIOS for Batocera 34 by going to Internet Archive. Just type Batocera BIOS 34. Now, in terms of the games themselves, the best option is for you to type Naomi 2 Batocera. And it's going to be the second hit from this search. Download that. And those are the games that can be compatible with Batocera 34 and above. And you also will need, if you want to, you can also go to a download section so you can download all the scrape material for those games. Okay, I've got them all scraped for you as well. All right, so once you download everything, you're going to have two main folders: Naomi 2 Batocera.zip and Naomi 2 Scrape.zip. Okay, so let's go to the main folder from the archive.org. And this is what you'll see. Okay, everything is there. So make sure you copy this folder into your share folder within the games folder in Batocera. All right, and here you will find the scrape material. Okay, the images as well as the videos. Two of the videos are replaced because both videos will tell you this game is not working. But it turns out they are working. So I replaced them with working videos, okay? All right. All right, so let's go ahead now and load up Batocera and let's get this up and running. All right, so we're in Batocera. You can see there that the games have been copied to the Naomi 2 folder within your games folder. All right. Once you do that, just go ahead and go to File and close it up, and then press Start. Go to Game Settings, Update Games List. All right. Should be here somewhere. And there it is. You see that everything's been scraped. Now, the ones I replaced was this one right here, which says this game is not playable. And I also replaced this one right here too, okay? So I put a working video for both of them, all right? Everything else is good to go. Now, in terms of the advanced settings for the emulator, just go ahead and press Select on your gamepad, go into Advanced System Options. Emulator, for the most part, is going to be Liberto Flatcast. You can leave this auto, depending upon what you want to use. You want to use full screen, or if you want to use it with 4:3, that's up to you. Game rendering, I picked Enhance. Decorations, again, I have an auto, which will have some bezels. If you don't want the bezels, just go ahead and put none, all right? And then Graphics API. For Graphics API, I went ahead and left it on OpenGL. It does say that the Vulkan may not work for every core, so I think your best bet is OpenGL. You also may want to try GL Core if you want to do a little experimentation there. And then for rendering resolution, depending upon your system, you can go up or you can go down. And everything else was set to auto, except for the bottom right here. For filtering right here, I went ahead and chose 4x. You can bring it up if you want to. And for texture upscaling, also pick 2x. All right. You also can bring it up. And then finally, render to texture upscaling, I went ahead and picked 3x. And that's it. Now, the only other thing I got to cover before we look at games is Wild Rider. This is the only one that gave me a hard time in terms of trying to figure out what the controls were. So, to save some time, I'll go ahead and share with you the controls. So, we got the left analog stick. That controls the steering of the motorcycle. The right analog stick will control the acceleration of the brakes. If you move the right analog stick to your left, that will accelerate the motorcycle. If you move the right analog stick to the right, that will cause the motorcycle to brake. And then you also have to use the D-pad. The left D-pad will control the sliding of the motorcycle. The right D-pad will control the jumping of the motorcycle. So those are the main buttons you need to use. Other than that, you don't need to use anything else, all right? And you also have to use Start to get the game going. That's it. All right, let's go ahead and give you a little brief demonstration of some of these games. And let's start off with one of my favorite ones. And not because of the pretty girls, but I kind of really enjoy this game. Beach Spikers.
3, 2, 1, go!
Fight one. Ready, go! KO! Fight two. Ready, go! KO!
You're all talk. You can't win with that technique.
Bring it on! Fight one! Ready? Go! Excellent! Fight two! Ready? Go! KO! Fight 1. Ready? Go! KO! Fight 2. Ready? Go!
Maybe I should pull back a little.
Corner kick.
Alright, so that should give you a great overview what the games for Naomi 2 consist of. Again, I really enjoy playing these games. They're absolutely wonderful. And I found some new types of games with the Naomi 2. I think you're going to enjoy these games very much. Well, that's a wrap. If you found this video useful, please go ahead and like it. That would really help me out with YouTube's algorithms. If this is your first time watching a video from Batocera Nation, then I highly encourage you to check out our YouTube channel, as well as a website at batoceranation.com. That will give you a great overview of what Batocera is all about and whether this will meet your emulating needs. Finally, I want you to know I've got a lot more videos coming up, so therefore please consider subscribing so you'll stay on top of the latest and greatest of Batocera. As a matter of fact, next time I will be revisiting a topic that I recently covered. I want to clarify all the confusion and clearly explain what the developer is trying to do for Batocera 35. Thereafter, I plan to cover another arcade games collection. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time about Batocera Nation. Bye.